Happy Monday, building science geeks. This is the second installment of what will hopefully be a weekly tradition of Monday BS, building science, with myself, Mariana Pickering, co-founder of Emu, and hopefully some of the other members of our team as we go on here. I am actually at my sick bed today inside my little Airstream here, enjoying the lovely sun coming through the window and my Rona. So I'm in recovery mode. I was thinking a lot about just breathing and I thought maybe that a quick kind of overview of what an ERV and an HRV are would be helpful to folks outside the passive house world who hear us talking about those a lot. You'll probably find very quickly once you get into passive house that systems that you're used to, HVAC systems and everything, are not the same, and you're expected to know about it. I think that's the biggest difference I see with our builder students that come into training, is that historically in the construction industry, you kind of hand off the HVAC part to an HVAC installer, or if it's a larger project, to an MEP, and typically the builder or contractor who's responsible for knowing everything about the envelope doesn't necessarily need to know everything about the systems going into it, as long as they're, meeting the designer specs. And that really changes with passive house, really with high performance building in general. The closer you get to zero, the more integrated all of these things are, especially the skin of your building, the envelope, and the lungs of your building, the mechanical ventilation system. But the key thing is that incoming fresh air. So I think for me, the thing that separates passive house as a building standard from anything else that I've seen is the requirement for continuous fresh air exchange, continuous being the operative word. We are used to having intermittent fresh air exchange potentially in some of our buildings. Some of our buildings we're used to not having any, but the continuous factor is massive. So first I thought I would just show you a little snippet of my partner Enrico taking apart an ERV at one of our pilot projects. This is a project in Jackson Hole, Wyoming by Alex Everett Builders, and he's just kind of going to walk through the basics of what this ERV in this case, what it does.
So this is the heat recovery core. You have air coming in from the outside, going through the fine filter, going through the heat recovery. This also recovers moisture. This is an ERV, goes to the supply, to the living spaces, gets extracted from the kitchen, bathrooms, storage, whatever, comes in. There's another filter that is less tight, and the purpose of this filter is to protect the HRV or ERV core from any dust or hair coming in, and then it preheats the air coming in and it gets expelled out. And this is so efficient that from an external temperature of say 30 degrees, it preheats passively to about 70 degrees. Wow.
Another thing that some people ask about is what the filters actually are, and there's actually two different kind of degrees of filters inside the ERV. And I'm going to have another little clip here of Enrico showing the difference between the G4 and the F7 filter.
See G4? This is the air for the air coming in from the extraction from the bathroom, and F7 is for the air coming in from the outside. Okay. And F7 is much tighter, so it blocks out more pollution. But this is the same kind of filters that we had samples in the class.
Side note, I did not insert those little birds chirping in the background. I love it though. One of our builders said that it sounded like we were filming on a Disney set. It's good.
But this is like $20 or something. So this is the filter.
One thing people ask about a lot is frost protection in cold climates for ERVs and HRVs. Here's Enrico showing the frost protection geothermal loop unit that's going to be installed in this project.
You will be installing this upstream from the ERV, and this runs glycol in a loop in the ground horizontally to preheat the air coming into the ERV.
And then the last thing I just want to show you is what the manifold looks like.
It's just a box, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, wow. It's literally just a box.
Yeah.
Is that just a big filter in the bottom?
So this is a silencer.
A silencer.
What it does is you have the airflow coming from the ERV into the box, and it will be distributed over multiple holes, each going to an outlet. And in order to avoid noise from the unit to go through, this is soft. So noise will bounce around and be absorbed. It's all padded with insulation on the inside. And so this is a double action box. One is silencer and one is access if you need to clean the ducts. So you do want to have access to this guy.
So basically what you'll see is that this HRV ERV, which is the lungs of your passive house building, it's what is continuously exchanging fresh air from the outside to the inside, filtering it along the way and recovering heat and moisture from your interior outgoing air. This whole system is simple. It's a very simple. There are not too many moving parts. You change the filters like you would change the filters in your car cabin. Don't have to worry about, coolants and refrigerants, and you don't have to have all of these different moving parts where you've got to call an expert in to help do X, Y, and Z. People ask a lot about kind of the customizability of it. And there's still quite a bit that you can do. There are bypass functions. There are different settings that can help in the summer with cooling. It's really not a complicated part of the building, but it's essential. And especially when you get to passive house level performance, if you don't understand how the HRV and the ERV work in tandem with your building envelope, it is very much like not understanding how lungs and breathing works with your body. And please remember to subscribe if you're interested in seeing these come to you every Monday on a different topic. Let us know what you want to hear about. Thank you.